hard to believe that just a few months ago I had declared this experiment an utter failure. Good morning. This is Paul Singletary with Grasshopper Lawn Care. We'll give an update on my backyard. Last time we heard from me is that the backyard was totally dead. Matter of fact, I think I named that video Dead, Dead, Dead. If you remember, I redid my backyard, scraped it off, put down some seed, put down fertilizer, and tried to water it, but we had like 2 months of 90-degree weather and no rain. And I just could not keep up with the watering of the yard, so I just let it go. It totally died off. I put down ryegrass, which is cool season grass, and I'm here in North Georgia. I was hoping that the shaded area would work okay with it, with the ryegrass, but it was just too hot, too dry. It just died off. However, it didn't really die off. It died back, because this winter we've had a very mild winter, lots of rain, and it has come to life. I wanted to show you my backyard before I mow it, and I'm going to mow it and then show that too. So let's go look at the backyard, see what it looks like today. Today, by the way, is May 9th. I'm sorry, May 9th, the day before Mother's Day. So let's see what it looks like. Alright, so here we go. You can see that is not dead. That is some pretty high grass. I've already mowed it twice this year. I did put some fertilizer down on it. Put down, I think it's a 2505 or something like that. And you can see I've got some pretty green grass back here, pretty high. Let's see here the depth of it. If I can find my hand, there it is. See, that is some high, stringy fescue. Getting old. So I'm gonna be back here mowing it in a few minutes. Let's see what she looks like here with a little bit different angle with the sun. There we go. You can see still got some places here that hadn't filled in yet, but they will. Might have to put a little extra seed on them. I will do that a little bit later on. But here we go. Got some sticks. This hickory tree up here puts out them hickory nuts. It's mowing out here is like mowing in a gravel driveway. It is terrible. You can see it. Grass really took off. This area in here is one that I did not rake because it had so much moss, and I wanted to experiment with seeing what the moss would do as far as holding the seed and holding the moisture. It did pretty good too. I see grass growing in that moss. If the camera can pick up here. There we go. Get the grass growing, I'll kill the moss off. Of course, I got this side of the yard over here that I never can get anything to grow. That's to be expected. But I will be cutting down some of these trees this year, giving that a little bit more morning sun. Maybe I can get something to grow this year. Alright, now let's go show one other place that I'm going to be working on, and we'll talk about it. Alright, so I'm going to take you around. This is my front yard now. This is an area that I worked on last year. Got it looking real good. Of course, the dry weather and then the winter time has made that Bermuda go dormant, but it will come back. I'll be working on it a little bit more with some fertilizer and bringing that back to life. But right over here is where I wanted to show you. I have this area right over in here. It gets lots of afternoon sunshine, but I don't have anything on it. I had Dallas grass growing all up in here, I smoked it off this past year and don't have anything there. So what I'm thinking of trying is the that 3-in-1 Bermuda product. It's got the seed and the fertilizer and the mulch and all together. I've got a bag of it, and I'm going to come out here, scratch this ground up pretty good, put some of that out in here. That'll be my next experiment. I'll probably get on that today. I'm not sure. With it being Mother's Day, I may have to do some extra chores. You know how it is. But that's my intention, is to come out here, clean this up, get some Bermuda growing in it like I have over in here. Alright, that's it for this time, and I will update you on this area in here. I may come out with the camera on this while I'm doing this. I'm not sure. Just depends on what today brings. So I got through mowing the backyard. Give you a quick shot of it before I go out and see if I can work on that area I want to put some special seed in. There we go. A little bit of stripe there. It's hard to believe that just a few months ago I had declared this experiment an utter failure. There's some good looking grass in here. Camera's not really showing up stripes. It did stripe pretty good. That mower I've got stripes pretty good. Of course, I'm using my old push mower, my Toro. I got out this morning and started mowing my front yard, and transmission locked up on me. So I've ordered another one. It's a used one. Anyway, the mower was, and it's about time for a transmission to be replaced. It's been running dry for quite a while. The seals have broken on it. So there's the backyard. I'm gonna set you up out there where I'm gonna be working and see if I can get them seeds put down. All right, so this is where I'm gonna be working today. See if I can't get this fixed up with some of that Bermuda mix. We'll see what we can do with it. It'll work or it won't. Either way, it's an experiment worth trying. Now to figure out which tools are going to be my best tools to do this. Ah, that ain't going to work great. Don't know what you really call this thing. We used to call it a tater rake. Back when we used to garden a lot and have potatoes, we'd use this thing to dig the potatoes up. Don't know what the real name of it is. Thing about here in Georgia, you grow rocks real well without even trying. Oh, that's looking pretty good. I'm not sure how much that seed mix is going to cover of that. But we will find out shortly. I'm sure it's not this much. Probably pretty close. I think it's 100 square feet, if I remember right. Quick break. We can see you. All right, we'll go get the seed, see what we can do. In case you're wondering what the analysis is of this thing, this stuff here we are. Looks like it's Savannah bluegrass, Bermuda grass. Savannah 2. Not heard of that particular species, but we'll see how it does. Try to spread it with my whiz. And so here's what it looks like. I see the pink, I'm sure, is the seeds. There's some green is probably the fertilizer, and it says it has a soil booster. That's probably the black that's in there. So we'll see how it spreads. We'll know soon how it's going to do. By the way, it said 1,200 square feet, so should be plenty to do this area here. Extra thick. My battery doesn't give out on my whiz. Maybe spread it by hand. That's what I'm doing. End up getting me to do one of these. I put new batteries in here a while back. Man, I don't think it's a battery. Hello. Different experiment while I'm doing this. I'll put some of this on some of the ground that I haven't scratched up. Basically overseed. let's go back here and get a little bit more of this area. Scratch some more of this. Alright, so what I've got left, after I get through this, I think I'm going to take that out with the corner. I need to put a little bit more seed, fertilizer. Thing about planting Bermuda as opposed to bluegrass, fescue for sure. Fescue forms a clump like these right here. One seed, one clump. Bermuda, one seed, it'll spread out, take up a lot more area over time. So even if we don't get all the seeds up, get a lot of coverage. All right, I got a couple of spots. Let me turn this around where I can tell if it's where to go. We got a couple of spots out there that I'm going to hit. Then I'm going to go right back here over my shoulder. There's an area right over in there I need to hit, and that should finish up this bag. And the only time will tell. I have to come out here and sprinkle some water on it and see what it does. So I will end it here, and we'll check back in a few weeks, see how all this did. By the way, sorry for this. This is that quarantine hairdo. So y'all be safe. We'll talk to you later.